Hello, and thank you for providing me with the opportunity to present my research proposal, heart rate recovery testing in elite rugby league athletes. Heart rate recovery is defined by the rate in which the heart rate declines following physical activity. Due to the autonomic nervous system's influence on heart rate, it is believed that heart rate recovery testing may provide a potential tool for monitoring fatigue in elite athletes. Although heart rate recovery testing is already a common procedure within the high-performance industry, very little research observes the test's use and applicability in elite athletes, and more specifically in rugby league players. Reviews have indicated that heart rate recovery testing is well documented within the general population. However, its use and application towards athletes is not yet fully understood. Recent research regarding the general population indicated that well-trained individuals reported a faster heart rate recovery when compared with unhealthy individuals. Furthermore, those whom improved in training status also revealed with a faster heart rate recovery. Increasingly, over the past decade, a more scientific approach has been undertaken towards fatigue monitoring to diminish the risk of fatigue leading to injury. Inconsistent evidence throughout the literature is still unable to provide a single, universally definitive fatigue monitoring tool applicable to rugby league. Monitoring fatigue in these athletes is imperative, as it may offer an insight for variation within an athlete's performance, prevent non-functional overreaching, or provide a better understanding as to why the athlete sustained a particular injury. A significant issue found in heart rate recovery testing is the markedly different methodological approaches in both design and calculations undertaken throughout the literature. Across the literature observed, there are multiple testing sequences, indicating a lack of definitive structure towards a testing protocol. Both the type of exercise, such as intermittent or continuous, and the duration is still heavily debated. The variation in these tests also provide differing reliability and error, as found in a review by Damon. However, the only conclusive agreement stems from the recording following the exercise, being 1 minute. It is for these main reasons that I plan to undertake the study, to provide a better understanding for the professionals implementing the test and to deliver a test that can be used in multidisciplinary areas. The aim of the study is to understand if heart rate recovery testing has the ability to enable high-performance coaches to monitor athlete fatigue, furthermore providing a deeper understanding to injury prevention and performance variables. Additionally, creating a testing protocol that can be universally structured for rugby league athletes, allowing for better consistency and reliability in results, as significant gaps within the literature are still yet to be identified within rugby league. My hypothesis is that heart rate recovery testing is a sound measure in identifying fatigue, allowing performance coaches to rest and deload athletes when needed to prevent overtraining. 32 elite male rugby league players will be chosen for the study, either competing in the first grade NRL team or reserve grade. Participants will range in both age, 19 to 32 years, and weight, 80 kilos to 130 kilos, and vary in ethnicity. Heart rate recovery testing will be conducted over a 26-week competition period, whereby testing will be undertaken 2 days following the match. Weeks that are interfered due to bye rounds caused by events such as State of Origin will result in no testing being undertaken within that week. Furthermore, the heart rate recovery testing will only be implemented on players that compete in either first grade and reserve grade. Failure to compete that week will rule the participant out from testing in the next specific testing week. Statistical recording will be undertaken at the complying NRL club's facilities with substantial equipment allowing ease of recording when testing. The equipment required for recording are sufficient treadmills, polar heart rate monitors, compatible software to download the heart rate data, and a stopwatch. In this test, we will use an Apple tablet. The participant will be required to place the polar heart rate monitor on for the duration of the test. Once the polar heart rate monitor is placed on the athlete, the 4-stage test is able to commence. In each stage, the athlete is required to run for a constant 2 minutes with a 1-minute recovery period between stages. The 4 stages of speed are 8 km an hour, 9.5 km an hour, 11 km an hour, and 12 km an hour. Immediately following the conclusion of the last 2 minutes of the 4-stage test, a screenshot recording the heart rates must be undertaken. Athletes will remain with the heart rate monitors on until the next 1 minute is up, where another screenshot will be taken, recording the decrease in their heart rate. Any participant that has been injured, including concussion, or that is unable to run, will be excluded from that week of testing. However, will still remain within the study. It has been deemed that exclusion from the test of more than 6 times will result in the athlete being left out from the study. Fatigue will be calculated through decrements in heart rate recovery, whereby increases in the heart's ability to recover greater than 15% will be highlighted as a fatigued state. The main purpose of this study is to investigate the applicability of heart rate recovery testing within a rugby league environment. If the study is successfully approved and undertaken, it is hoped that the study discovers significant evidence supporting the monitoring tool's use in rugby league. If successful, the monitoring tool will significantly enhance athlete fatigue monitoring within rugby league, enabling high-performance coaches to not only identify possible causes of injury, but further prevent injury to begin with. It has been suggested that heart rate recovery tests may highlight an increase in fitness level, and therefore a secondary measure of this study will be the tool's use in providing assistance in measuring training adaptations within a training block. Holistically, the study has the potential to improve the field of sports science, creating a greater understanding of fatigue monitoring while also providing another potential monitoring tool for athletes. Funding will be requested solely on equipment. The foremost expense will be gaining access to sufficient treadmill machines. The most cost-effective method will be to acquire a gym membership at the most convenient gym that provides adequate privacy and treadmills to run the test effectively. The approximate cost would be $200 for each player, covering the 26 weeks of testing. The total cost equating for 32 athletes will be $6,400. This would be the major outlay, as the following equipment such as heart rate monitors, stopwatches, and tablets are already covered as they are commonly used within the club. However, the cost for the application to record the heart rate recovery will also need to be included within the budget. This has an approximate cost of $5. This makes the total cost of funding to $6,405. Funding for this test is minimal in comparison to others. However, the outcomes and rewards following are significant within the field and literature. For this study to work, a strict timeline will be followed. As you can see, the testing will end in October, with a report and submission of the study to be completed in early December. Question 1. Why is the study important? The study is important as it will extend our limited knowledge on the ability of heart rate recovery testing to measure fatigue in an athletic population. Furthermore, it will also enhance testing procedure as common protocol is still debated. Question 2. What are the limitations? Limitations towards the study include heart rate monitor error, exercise or tasks undertaken prior to testing, and the participant injury rate. The study has few limitations as it is considerably controlled, as effort from the athlete is ruled out because of the treadmill, although considerations of the limitations previously mentioned should be noted. Question 3. How will evidence be used? The evidence gained from the study will provide a high-performance coach with the ability to better recognize and prevent athletic fatigue. It will allow coaches to adjust weekly training loads accordingly to better suit the athlete, permitting for a better performance. Thank you for listening to my presentation.